Okay guys, what's up? My name is Jeanette, also known as Ms.FitVegan, that fruity weirdo. Oh no. You're not supposed to see that part. You know why it looks like that? Because I just bought these and I ripped off the tops because I'm cheap. I didn't want to pay for the tops. I wasn't supposed to show you guys that part. Damn. Anyway, I'm here because I'm going to be talking to my new friend, Ashley, and I'm so excited. I have been following Ashley for years. She's one of my biggest inspirations. Oh, she's already here? I'm embarrassed. I messed up the intro, but I've been following her for years. I have never met her, but I know I love her already. And she got a little watermelon thing too, I think. I think she loves watermelon too. And so we're going to talk to her about her new book, about the bundle, which, by the way, click the link in her bio. Go to her bio, click her link, and you will get the bundle. 200 books for $50. That's over 3,000 vegan recipes. Let me bring her in. Oh my God. Hold on. I gotta fix the ring light, guys. Oh my God.
Hi.
Hi, Ashley.
How are ya?
Good. I'm nervous. I'm a big fan. So
I'm a fan of yours, and I do love watermelon.
I knew you had a thing. You love watermelon. Yeah. Who
do.
doesn't though? Who are these people that don't like watermelon?
I don't know, because I see them all the time. You're like, oh, I just don't have a thing for watermelon. I'm like, you just haven't had a good one. You haven't had one with seeds. You haven't had one that's, just been picked. You haven't had a good one. That's all.
I don't trust them. I wouldn't trust them with my kids. And by kids, I mean like my oranges and my fruit, I don't have kids. But you have a beautiful baby girl.
I do.
What's her name?
Layla.
Layla. Okay, first of all, she's like the most beautiful kid I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you.
Ever. And you have a book too. You have a brand new book, Raw for Kids, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to ask you many things. We don't have long, guys. So if anybody has any questions for Ashley, do me a favor, put them in the question box below, and we might answer them. We might. Okay, but because I have my own questions.
Right? Yeah, we'll try. We'll try to get to them all.
We'll try. Okay, so first of all, your brand new book is in the bundle. So guys, I want you to check out the bundle. Click the link in Ashley's bio, and you will see this amazing deal. You're gonna get 200 books, all vegan, all healthy, all amazing, easy, delicious recipes for only $50.
So much great content in the bundle. Like, I go through it and I was like, oh my goodness, there's everything from workout guides, meditation, yoga. There's, Lissa's, raw food, taco book. There's so much gems in the bundle. So I encourage everyone to definitely check it out. Go to Jeanette's bio and get the link, click the link and get the bundle, because so much stuff is in there. You have a book in there as well.
I do. I have the Raw Vegan Beauty book, and I was looking at your book, Raw for Kids, which is like so important, Ashley, because parents, they want their kids to be healthy, grow up healthy and happy and strong and not have any deficiencies. And you are raising your baby girl vegan, right? Since birth?
Right. Yes. I was actually 100% raw 5 years before even conceiving her. And then I, conceived her. I had 100% raw vegan pregnancy, and she is about 85 to 90% raw. So she is mostly raw.
And how old is she?
She is 5.
And she's never eaten a dead animal's body part?
Never, ever.
Where did she get her protein? No. Okay. Let me stop. Guys, this is really important. This is really important to know, because so many people go to the doctor, Ashley, as I'm sure you probably have lots of people that ask you, and you have your own stories about it. And they're like, the doctor says they need to drink milk. They need to have eggs. And so how did you even come into this knowledge about eating plant-based?
Okay. So let's just rewind 10 years ago. So I've been in this, eating raw and in this lifestyle for 10 years. And when I go back and talk about my journey, it seems like it was yesterday, but it really was 10 years ago. So I was 21 years old, and I was a college student. And I was obese. I was 253 pounds, and I was, I had back pain and I wasn't feeling it. So I wanted to lose weight. My older sister, she was getting married, and I was like, I went into it for weight loss. So I went to a doctor, and got blood work done, got weighed, everything. And he was like, so not only are you obese, but you're pre-diabetic as well. And, I had the back pain, and he wanted to prescribe me, phentermine, and he wanted to give me B12 shots. And something like in my soul, it just didn't, you know, feel right. So I left that doctor's office and I was like, well, I'm definitely not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. I was in college at the time and I worked in the library. I was a library page. So I was always putting books back and things like that. So what I did was I started researching. I was already a pre-med student. I was going to be a physician assistant, and I was already majoring in biology. So I already kind of had a background with anatomy and physiology. So I just, you know, started studying nutrition, and I read several books, and I kept coming across plant-based and eating plants and vegan. And I was like, you know what, this actually makes sense. So continued to do my research, continued to read, continued to study. And I came across something called raw veganism. And I saw a really small, you know, kind of group of people online, you know, talking about, you know, being raw vegan and the benefits that it had. And I was completely drawn to it immediately. I was just like, so not only are we going to be eating plant-based, but we're going to be eating all these foods in their natural, raw, living state. It all just clicked and made sense to me. So the next day, which was April 1st, 2012, I went raw overnight. So March 31st, I had a salad with chicken in it. And April 1st, 2012, I started out just saying, I'm going to do 30 days. And by day like 27, I was like, I'm never going back. I'm never going to go back. And that was like 10 and a half, almost 11 years ago.
That is incredible. First of all, the fact that you know the date is amazing. You went overnight, and I didn't realize you were 100% raw.
Yeah.
So, wow, that's amazing. That's incredible. And so you obviously lost a lot of weight. And so with your weight loss, I'm just curious because people ask me all the time, how much did working out contribute to that weight loss, or was it just diet?
Oh, that's such a great question. So, I lost like 127 pounds within 10, 11 months.
Wow. That's a
first 30 pounds came off in the first 30 days. Like, it was just, you know, my body was just like, oh, we're getting rid of all this, you know, junk. So first 30 days, 30 pounds. But most of it, and I tell everybody all the time, it's in the kitchen. It is your diet. You know what I mean? I do work out. I love working out. I love lifting weights. But if I had a standard American diet and I still did the same workout routine that I do, I wouldn't look the same. I wouldn't feel the same. So it definitely was mostly 90%, 95%. I would even go that far, what you eat, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, I totally agree. Okay. So now you've been raw for 10 years. You were raw pregnant. Okay. And, your daughter, she's 85% raw. Okay. Mm-hmm. So why did you decide to write this book, which, by the way, is gorgeous. This book is so beautiful. And guys, if you just joined us, click the link in my bio or Ashley's bio and check out the plant-based bundle. It's only available until Monday, November 28th. And you're going to get for $50, you're going to get 200 books by the most amazing vegan plant-based creators. Raw Food Romance, Ashley, Chris Kendall, Chef AJ.
So much great stuff.
So many people.
So much. And Lissa's holiday book is in there. I've just how to grow sprouts and microgreens. It's, you know, Johnny Juicer's book in there. It's such a gem. There's so much goodies in the book. Like, I can't even believe it. You know, I'm just like, this is such an amazing resource. And that's why I really love to promote it and tell, you know, all of my friends on Instagram, like, get this, you know, you guys, you know, have all of these questions, you know, you want to transition, you want to feel good. Definitely, any question that you may have is definitely going to be answered in the bundle because there's so much content. There's so much, you know, people in there. Like, if you don't resonate with me, there's so many other people in there that have so much great content.
Yeah, what you just said is key. Like, it's like having a master class in being a healthy vegan. This is the best. This would be the best $50 I would have ever spent if only this existed when we went raw.
Right.
Because I've been raw for 11 years, so we're pretty much the same.
Yes.
And like, honestly, I cannot believe how much is in there. So yeah, I really, guys, you're gonna get Ashley's new book for 50 cents. Like, 50 cents. I have a beauty book in there and so many things. Okay, so my next question is, so what inspired you to write this book, and what is your favorite recipe in the book?
Ooh, okay. So I wanted to write about pregnancy and about motherhood, about primal mothering, because I always got so many questions after I have like, okay, well, I'm pregnant and, you know, I'm raw. How should I eat? Should I add anything? Should I change anything up? How do I make sure I'm getting enough calcium? How do I make sure I'm getting my kids enough calcium? Should I vaccinate? You know, what is my birth plan going to be? And I was just inundated with questions, and like, I decided to put it all in one. I have my actual birth plan in there. I literally just, put what I had in my notes and I put it in the book, but my exact birth plan was in there, like what to do with my home birth. I needed to be transferred to the hospital, no eye ointment for the baby. All of that is in there. All that information that a new mom could want together. And I really loved writing it because I read a book when I was pregnant, and it was called Primal Mothering by Hygeia Half Moon. I mentioned this in my other live a couple of days ago, but it's a book, like it's available on Amazon now, but it's really, really kind of hard to get. But I read it several times throughout my pregnancy. And she was a fruitarian mother, and she went through 3 or 4 different pregnancies, and it was just a great book, and it really inspired me while I was pregnant to really not care so much how people thought. And even now, like, I'll go back and read the book, and sometimes on Instagram I'll have people bash me and say, like, I'm a bad mother and all these things. So, and it just kind of puts me back into a place and where I can remind myself that I am doing the best that I feel is possible. And I kind of wanted to put that on paper in form for other moms who are experiencing that, who need that.
So important. It's so important. And you are doing the absolute best.
Oh, thank you.
I always say, Ashley, in a world full of good, better, and best, I always choose the best. And that is fresh, ripe, juicy, delicious
Yes.
vegetables. And it's crazy how we're living in a world, like such a backwards world, where you would be bashed for giving your baby the best food on earth. How insane. What was the woman's name again of the book that you read?
Hygeia Half Moon. It's like Hygeia Half Moon.
Wow. Okay, I'll check it out. But
Definitely.
Your book is amazing and gorgeous and such a resource for people that have all these questions, because people get scared when they get pregnant. I know a vegan that she was thriving, but she got pregnant and her doctor said, you have to eat chicken or else this baby's not going to be healthy.
Yeah. Number one piece of advice is definitely try to find a midwife, a naturally minded midwife.
Yeah,
for sure.
So this book that you read gave you the confidence to stay vegan during pregnancy and stay raw.
Right. Well, I was always going to stay vegan. I always felt so good. I said I was never going back after day 27. I was always going to be vegan, but it really kept me really clear on wanting to stay 100% raw. I did add some herbal infusions during pregnancy, but it really just gave me like all of that confidence. And to when, Layla was, starting to eat at 1-2 years old, to have her eat mostly raw and to start her out on mostly fruit and to give her mostly fruit and to not feel, like inadequate, I guess. But to feel like because it is the best thing for her. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you're not, for some reason, if you guys are watching this and you're not following Ashley, you have to follow her, because her baby girl makes these smoothies and she's so cute and she's so amazing. And so we have a few questions, but guys, put your questions in the question comment box so that we know you have these. And so somebody said, okay, hold on. Wait, we got some just comments. Does anybody have any questions yet? I'll let you know. Do you have a plant-based pediatrician? That's one question we have.
No, her pediatrician, she does have a pediatrician, and I'm not actually sure if she's plant-based or not, but she never hassles me about Layla's diet. We only go for we only go for well checks, and because I get her blood work done once a year, but she never hassles me. She says she checks Layla's iron, and she's like, if that's good, her hemoglobin's good, then she's good. I'm very blessed to have an amazing pediatrician.
There's some good doctors out there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I had to research, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't just go to like the first, major, pediatrician that popped up. I definitely had to do my research, and I interviewed different pediatricians because, we're paying them. And if I want you to do blood work on my child and, make sure she's, healthy and things like that, I'm going to interview you and make sure that, I feel right with you and things like that. So. Yes. That's exactly what I did. And for the people that always ask me, because I always get this, and I just want to put it out there about Layla, like, how does she feel when other kids are eating certain different foods than she is? Yeah. And I always remind her, she loves eating how she eats, and she's just been raised in the lifestyle, so she doesn't really know much difference. My nephews, they do eat They don't eat a standard American diet. They do eat some, you know, meat and things like that, but they are, you know, trending towards healthier. But I always tell her, like, do you want to be a leader or a follower? You know what I mean? And in this world, you have to decide, like, are you going to lead or are you going to follow? You know what I mean? And you have all of the knowledge and, you know, all of these things to, you know, get you in the right place. So that is what I always tell her. And it's helped since she's been a kid. And she doesn't ask me to eat any of those things. She honestly, like, we were watching a, you know, cartoon last night, and it was like a Thanksgiving thing, and they have like turkey on there, and she was just like, you know, ew, like, are they really eating that? It's dead. Like, it killed it, has blood in it. Are they eating blood, mommy? So it's kind of already is, you know, put into her. She understands, you know, like what we didn't understand when we were in our 20s. I'm kind of trying to teach her now, like, just as it is important to teach her math and English and reading, nutrition and how to feed your body and how to eat to live is just as important.
It's amazing when kids have not been conditioned to think that dead animal body parts is normal and natural and healthy.
Right.
You know, it's amazing. Wow. I'm just so in awe of you. And I'm such a big fan because you're living your truth, and you're very rare in this day and age, not afraid to go with what makes sense. That's the same thing. When you were saying your story, Ashley, I was like, oh my God, that's what happened with me. I found the raw vegan diet and I was like, this just makes sense.
It makes sense.
Right?
It clicks, right?
So somebody asked about, and we only have a few more minutes, guys. So if you have a question, put it in the box and we'll get to it, maybe. But somebody asked about B12, Ashley. Do you take B12 supplements? Do you give your baby girl B12? What's your opinion on that?
What's my take on B12? So we get our blood work checked once a year. I'm not against supplementation if we needed it. So far, her and I are adequate in B12. I attribute it to just being completely raw. We eat a lot of local things like that. So we don't need it. If we needed it or if she needed it, I would definitely supplement. I wouldn't, you know, put her, you know, growth at risk or her health at risk, but she has never needed it yet. So I haven't supplemented yet, and I haven't needed it yet. So I have not supplemented yet. So what I usually suggest is to get your blood work done. And you know, if you need it, supplement it. If you don't, then don't, because you know, you don't need it.
Absolutely. I just interviewed Doug Graham. He said the exact same thing. You know, these vegans are supplementing with B12 and they don't need to.
And they don't need it.
And
right.
It can cause a deficiency. So be careful out there, guys. You got to do your research, and that just makes sense too. You know, it just makes sense. You don't have to supplement if you get your levels checked and you're good. Okay, and so last question. I wanted to know, what is some of your go-to recipes for Layla as far as like easy, simple things that kids love?
Oh my goodness. So she loves raw vegan hummus. She loves like fruit roll-ups that I make. So I'll like blend like some blueberries and dates and lime, and I'll put it on a dehydrator sheet, roll them up. She just loves all in season fresh fruit. Right now she's loving persimmons, pomegranates. She loves cucumbers. Like I'll make cucumber noodles, I'll slice them, I'll make them into little sticks, but she loves cucumbers. She loves red bell peppers. She eats a lot because she is a gymnast, but she eats simply. And even like someone asked me, and I was talking to Jules about this on our last live, but eat like the raw vegan like meats and stuff, like the nut meats, walnut meats, she doesn't really gravitate to. She doesn't really enjoy it just because it doesn't look like fruit and it's like brown and it's like a walnut meat. She won't really gravitate towards it, but all fruit she loves. She loves butter leaf lettuce. She loves that. She loves tahini. Like that's her favorite dressing. Definitely lots of calcium in tahini. I eat a lot of it while I was pregnant, but she loves tahini. She loves smoothies. She loves coconuts, coconut jelly, coconut water. She has coconut water almost daily. So very simple. It's not like, you know, a whole recipe, but she eats very simply.
Where are you based, Ashley?
South Carolina. I'm in Charleston.
Wow. Okay. And then, okay, I said I had one. I said this is the last question, but I want to just answer because somebody just asked, what is the name of your book? Okay, so the name of her book is Raw for Kids, and it is available. If you click the link in Ashley's bio or my bio, it's available until Monday for literally 50 cents for this book that is so valuable. If you're ever thinking about being pregnant, or you know somebody that is thinking about it, and you know you don't want to be scared of being healthy while you're pregnant. It's almost like we go to the doctor, Ashley, and the doctors are like, no, you can't eat healthy while you're pregnant.
Right. Like, no, you need to eat for two. You need to eat so much. You need to eat all of this. Like, it's not true. You know what I mean? Like, do your own research. you know, they've been taught a certain way, you know, and you have to do your own research, you know what I mean? And look at the facts, look at what's going on around you, and, you know, see what adds up and what resonates with you. This definitely resonated with me, and it's working for, you know, my family for sure.
Yeah, and Zakleen, I think that's how you say it. She said, I definitely need this book. Well, I needed this book too, because people asked me these questions and I wasn't sure. You know, I've never been pregnant. I'm not planning on being pregnant, but people ask me all the time. And I want to be able to have this information, whether you want to have children or not. You should have this information to help other people. No, they don't have to eat meat. They don't have to go back to eating, you know, these things that are not healthy. So
yeah, and in the book I go into each vitamin, like vitamin D, where you're gonna get that, calcium, where you're gonna get that. It's different foods, you know, for certain age groups, things like that. So if you have children and you are transitioning, or you have little babies, or you're pregnant and you want to have that information for later on, it's all definitely in the book for sure.
Thank you so much, Ashley. I'm so happy. I love following you. I literally feel like we could be best friends. Every time
You definitely could.
You, I'm just like, I love this girl, and you just have such a beautiful energy, and I can tell you're doing it for the right reasons, because you just want to help people like you were helped and blessed with this knowledge, and you just want to bless other people, and I feel that from everything you do.
I tell people all of the time, like, I feel like this was my mission. I had to be obese, you know what I mean? I had to go through that. I had to go through like the pits so I can get up to the top, to the peak, so I could do this. You know, I feel like it's definitely a part of you know, my soul mission and what I should be doing. And I love it. I love it so much.
Thank you so much for stepping into your destiny and inspiring so many people, including me. And I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to do this with me. Guys, last time I'm going to say this, check out the plant-based bundle. You only have 5 days left. And after that, it's literally, it will be almost $9,000 to
buy everything separately.
All these books separately. $9,000. You're getting it for a 99% discount. It's for this holiday weekend only until Monday. So click the link in our bios. Check it out. And Ashley, I want to say thank you so much.
You're welcome. Can I leave with one piece of information? And going back to, you know, my story, and, you know, I was reading a lot of books. One thing that really stuck out to me, and I found the book not too long ago. So I just wanted to read this passage to anyone who's listening, and to anyone who may, this may resonate with anyone, but just talking about the true definition of food and what an actual food is, and how that can actually help you when you're trying to transition and realizing what a food is. So, and I'll give the name of this book here in a second, but the true definition of a food is a substance that nourishes or fuels the body with life-giving force like vitamins, minerals, enzymes, etc., thereby strengthening, energizing, and building it without injuring it in any way. Food is not simply something one puts in the mouth, chews, and swallows. Food should not deplete or rob the body of its needed essence or harm it in any way. Dead or dying foods fail to give us the full potential of what we should have.
What book is that?
This is Cleanse and Purify Thyself. I'm not sure if it's showing up backwards.
You know I got that book too. You know I got that book.
Yes, I know. It's an amazing book, and it's one of the first books that I read 10 years ago. So if anyone's thinking about, you know, going plant-based, definitely check out the bundle. Remember that food should nourish us. It shouldn't give us diseases. It shouldn't hurt us. It should give us life.
What page is that on? What page? I gotta
15. It's chapter 2, 15.
I gotta open that book and see, because that's incredible, and that's absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just simple. It's simple.
So simple. So simple.
Easy to. And by the way, that book has some photos in there.
Oh yeah. Mucoid fly.
But wow, that was amazing, Ashley. And there you go, guys. There you go. If you just live by what she just said, you're gonna be so healthy. You're gonna be so glowy like Ashley and me. You're just gonna be so healthy and vibrant and alive.
And in that beauty book, in your beauty book, so everything is in there. And I just saw someone ask, who is it? It's Rich Anderson is the author. Rich Anderson.
Yes. And somebody asked how many books. Guys, it's 200 books in this bundle.
So much.
You said
workout guides too. So much workout guides, meal plans, guides, everything.
Everything. So thank you so much, Ashley, for that. That was amazing. Just thank you for sharing your knowledge and your truth and your experience here. And I just wish you a really happy holiday weekend. Absolutely. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much again.
Thank you. Love you. Bye, guys.
Love you. Bye.